Clean coal and carbon capture by Nicole and Trevor. Wedge number 1, transport efficiency. A normal 30 miles per gallon car driving 10,000 miles per year emits a ton of carbon into the air, about 600 million cars in the world. We can lower this in 2 different ways. We can use the hybrid and diesel technologies and make vehicles out of strong but lighter materials. Wedge number 2, solar electricity. Photovoltaic cells, or PV, convert sunlight into electricity, providing a source of CO2-free and renewable energy. PV provides less than 1/10% of global electricity. It would be a big help if we used it, but it has drawbacks like its price, and it's 2 to 5 times more than fossil fuel-based electricity. Also, it's just like wind. It cannot be collected at night. Wedge number 3, wind electricity. Produces less than 1% of total global electricity, growing at a rate of 30% per year. To increase in capacity would require 1 million large windmills, but that would be about the size of Germany. However, land where wind is harvested can be used for many purposes, especially for crops and pasture. I'm letting you play on my phone. Wedge number 4, biofuels. Combustion of the biofuels made from plants like corn and sugar simply returns borrowed carbon back into the atmosphere. Burning biofuels would not raise the atmosphere's CO2 level of concentration. 1 wedge of carbon-neutral biofuels would require 1/6 of the land's cropland. U.S. and Brazil currently produce 20 billion gallons of biofuel per year from corn and sugarcane. 1 wedge of biofuel savings would require increasing today's global ethanol production by about 12 times, making it sustainable. Wedge number 5, forest storage. Land plants and soils contain a lot of carbon. Net removal of carbon by the natural sinks that adds 1 to 2 billion tons of carbon to the atmosphere. They're increasing. Halting global deforestation in 50 years would produce 1 wedge of emission savings. To get 1 wedge through forest planning alone would have to be established over an area over the size of the U.S. That's unreasonable. Wedge number 6, building efficiency. Cutting emissions by 25% in all new and existing residential and commercial buildings would achieve a wedge worth of emissions reduction. They come from wall and roof insulation and solar water heating. Wedge number 7, fuel switching electricity. The lower the carbon content of natural gas and higher efficiencies of natural gas plants producing electricity with natural gas results in only about half the emissions of coal. A wedge would require 1,400 large 1 billion watt natural gas plants displacing similar coal electricity plants. It would require 1 billion tons of carbon per year from natural gas and power plants instead of 2 billion tons per year from coal-based power plants. Wedge number 8, electricity efficiency. Coal-burning power plants produce 1/4 of the world's emissions. Producing the world's current coal-based electricity with doubled efficiency would save 1 wedge worth of carbon emissions.